Well, I want to first of all thank you so, so very much for taking the time out of your day. We know how precious time is. It's one of the many reasons we do what we do for more time. And we're just so grateful to you. And I want you to know that whoever invited you here today did so out of so much love, because what we're experiencing here at Trinont with the products, it's I don't want to be cliche and say it's life changing, but for so many of us, in so many ways, it's exactly that. And when you have something that is having such a huge impact on your life, you can't help but want to share it with people you love and care about. And that is what today is all about. And we're going to make this short and sweet, but we wanted to gather you here today because there is something that's actually never happened in Trinont before, where we are offering a free bottle of our Glow Collagen, which is our number one selling product. And the reason we've never done it before, we don't have to. It's the number one selling product. And so the fact that this product is currently being offered to all of you in this Glow for It package for free is so, so very exciting. But I also kind of want you to keep something at the back of your mind as we share the products in this package. And that is that these products are tied to a really incredible income opportunity. And I thought it was already amazing enough. But what's going on for the last few days of October is literally blowing our minds, right, Sarah? Like, it's huge. And we've got a couple people on right now, Angie, I think Brittany, that are taking advantage of this opportunity right now because it's that big. And we'll share a little bit about that at the end because we know you're here for the products. So my name is Tammy Hutchinson, and I have been with Trinont for just a little less than a year. I made a major switch in companies, even though I've been in this direct selling industry for 29 years. And as I started in this industry 29 years ago, I was a single parent. I was a full-time university student and I had a full-time job. So I had not a moment extra time. But what was presented to me that this industry offered was something that I couldn't look away from, and that was time freedom. And I think that now, 29 years later, we're even more pressed for time. We've got so much on our plates, and it's just it's a little bit more difficult to carve out time for the things we want to do. So what we offer here at Trinont allows you to do just that. So just keep that in the back of your mind, even though these products are going to blow your mind. And I'm going to pass it over to my dear friend, Sarah, who I have had the pleasure of working with. We met in a previous company, and we have become the dearest of friends. I mean, I don't want to lie, but that's another thing this industry does. And as I look at some of the beautiful faces on here, it really brings people together and allows you to connect and have just the most amazing positive relationships. And Sarah and I have traveled the world together. We do fun events like this together. And I just love, love, love her to pieces. So I'm going to pass it over to Sarah.
Awesome. Well, thank you so very much. And yeah, I don't know what I would do some days without Tammy in my life. So I am so grateful that my first company, our first company brought us together. And yeah, once we once we kind of bonded and built that friendship, it has just flourished. And yeah, we travel the world, do crazy things together, hike in mountains in gala dresses. Like we do some pretty outstandingly weird things together. So it's a whole lot of fun. And that's what makes doing something like this that much fun is that yes, we get to, create our own schedules. Yes, we get to determine our own paychecks, but it's the community and the support and the friendships that probably mean the most, I think, to me, outside of the income, because the income allows us to be able to do those things. So I'm going to jump on into this bundle that Tammy was talking about. So the first thing I'm going to mention is the first item is our cleanser. Okay. So this is our Rejuvenate cleanser. It is plant-based, so that is something else to keep in mind when we're talking about the products is most of our products are plant-based other than the collagen that Tammy's going to talk about. This face wash is so beautiful, so soft, so gentle. It just cleanses everything away because you really want to strip all the dirts and the things that are ending up on your face just from being exposed to the air and the world. So it's really important to do that. If you don't already have a good cleanser, this is one to get into your bathroom. And if you want something very simple, you're going to love this two product system. So the next thing that is in the bundle is our serum. Okay. Now, I have used tons of different skincare and I love this because of its simplicity. And I love that Trinont has nailed that in so many aspects, how simple health can be. So we love this because you just go like this, you give it a little pump. Oh, this is a brand new one. There, a little pump, little swipe. And I haven't put it on yet today. And it feels like water almost. Like it's just so light and smooth and it's a 5-in-1. So what that means is it is going to hydrate, it is going to minimize fine lines and wrinkles, it is going to moisturize, it is going to protect, it is going to do all those things that sometimes you need two, three, or four other products to do, and you're layering and you're trying to figure out, do I put this first or that second or this fourth, or oh my Lord, what order does this stuff go in, right? I see a couple people kind of like laughing and smirking because it can be overwhelming sometimes trying to understand what order your skincare goes in. Well, at Trinont, wash your face, rinse it, pat it dry, put this on. Boom, done. That's all you have to do. So if you are a busy mom or a busy entrepreneur or just a busy whatever, because let's be real, most people have a lot going on, this is going to simplify things for you. Now, I did want to share it's just jam-packed with like botanicals and important ingredients that are going to really kind of just change the way your skin looks and feels. So it helps restore the appearance of firmness. Who doesn't want firmer skin, you guys? Okay. And again, just minimize those fine lines and wrinkles. Now, it has antioxidants, vitamins, all kinds of greatness in there because Trinont wouldn't make a product without all that goodness. And there is one special ingredient. I'm going to be honest, I don't really know how to pronounce it. So Tammy, if you do you know how to pronounce the Bakuchiol? Bakuchiol. Somebody help me out. Somebody's got to know how to say that. Anyways, if you have a sensitivity to retinol, this gal does, okay? Anytime I've used a skincare with retinol, I break out. And I don't break out. I have really clear, great skin to begin with. Retinol is so harsh for so many people, I react to it. So that ingredient that Trinont uses is an alternate plant-based ingredient that does the same, if not more, than a harder ingredient like retinol. So I love that because I don't want to ruin some beautiful skin and cause my skin any harm or damage. So I'm in love. I'm going to pass it over to Tammy. She's going to get into the good because I know so many of you guys are here waiting to hear all about what this beautiful bottle of liquid gold does for you.
Oh my gosh, thank you, Sarah. And yeah, I got to say, this has like completely changed my skincare game. And I had this bottle. It's been 10 months. I still have it. It's still got about a quarter left because you don't even barely need like a little mini quarter of a pump. Like it's so little that you need. It's going to last you so long. Love, love, love it. Okay, let's talk about collagen. Now, how many of you are already on a collagen? Raise your hand or your virtual hand. I was previously on a collagen. I can tell you now. I gotta rewind the clock about 15, 18 years. I was on my way to work. We were in a party plan company and I was on my way to a party plan and I was rushing around. For those of you that know me, I can be very clumsy. And I fell down a full flight of stairs. Now, tell me if you can relate, if you've ever taken a fall and thought, I'm going to die, I broke my leg, but then you realize you're okay. So you just get up and carry on about your business. Has anybody ever done that? Like you're just like so relieved that you're okay. You're like, all right, and go. And so that's what I did. I went to work. Now, I did not realize that day, I didn't realize probably for about a week, the impact that fall was going to have on the rest of my life because I started to experience low back, hip, leg pain that was started radiating down towards my ankle. And this was in my early 30s. So I was a fairly healthy, active person. And that started a journey of about 18 years of chronic pain. I went for MRIs. I seen a back surgeon. I went for massages twice a month. I was going to see a chiropractor. I went to physiotherapy. I went to a naturopath and got vitamin B injections. I went to a Chinese therapist and did these patches. I went to the university where they had this machine that cost, I can't even believe how much money I spent on this therapy. I would have done anything to get rid of that pain because in the middle of the night, I couldn't sleep. I would wake up. I would rub my leg and back down with BioFreeze. I had a foam roller beside my bed because if the pain was intense enough, I would get out of bed, roll on the foam roller. Anybody roll on a foam roller to release their fascia? Okay, well, if you've ever done it, you know it's kind of painful. I had the one with the nubs, okay, like spikies sticking out, and I would roll and roll, trying. I would have done anything to get rid of pain because you know if you have pain, how it wears on you up here. It makes you miserable. You can't sleep, you're worn down, and that was my life for a very long time. Now, I was offered Trinont about 6 months before I actually decided to jump on board. And I just wasn't ready to jump into another company. So I was watching my friends' posts on social media. And she had shared so many people's stories, but one of them really caught my attention. And it was someone I knew named Tanya. And Tanya had chronic back pain like me. She was often bedridden. It was really horrible. And so she was sharing how many days she was pain free. And what had she been taking was this collagen. And I thought, there's no way. I mean, I've already done everything, right? And short of drugs, because I really don't believe that masking pain is the way to go. I just believe in a more holistic approach. So I went and got my yoga teacher training so that when I was traveling for work, I could do yoga to try and alleviate the pain, all sorts of things. So I thought, okay, I'll bite because this is a lot less than all the thousands, tens of thousands of dollars I had spent over the past 18 years. So I started taking this glow. After a month, I still hadn't noticed a difference, but I do know myself from taking other things that often it takes 2 to 3 months to see the effects because of what your body goes through, right? Like it takes the time to heal. So I had reached out to my friend Tanya and said, okay, I've been on it for a month. Tell me what you did exactly. Well, she shared with me that she did something called collagen loading, which I know now has helped so many people in so many different areas. Like I have heard testimonials about it helping people with a torn meniscus in their knee, with plantar fasciitis in their foot, with rashes from a friend of ours that has colitis that often results in a rash on her skin. So she told me about collagen loading, where you take it a couple times a day. So I thought, okay, whatever, I have nothing to lose. So on my 6th week, I did the 2 doses a day. And by the 6th day of the 6 weeks, I had no more leg pain, but I still didn't believe it because I thought, no way that this is going to last, right? Like this is just obviously in my head. And 7 weeks went by, 8 weeks. Well, now it's been close to a year and it's completely eradicated this pain I was having. Now, is it a cure for back pain? I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is it does help because collagen isn't just about having healthy hair, which you're going to hear from Brittany in a minute. It's not just about having strong nails and clear skin. It's also about your ligaments. It's about your bone health. It's about anti-aging. We call it aging backwards. It supports so many systems, including your heart and your lungs. And I'm not going to disclose how old I am, but I have grandchildren and I'm at that age where hot flashes are a real thing. You have trouble sleeping. And that's the first thing I noticed about this. And I'm sure that's why my husband takes it, is because the sleep you get is so restful. And he calls it his dream juice. My husband does, because the dreams are so vivid. And the reason is because you get into that deeper REM sleep so your brain can relax. And that's when it's doing its thing, right? It's healing and sorting through all the information in the day. So that has been my experience with Glow. Now, I can tell you, not all glows are created equal. And I'm not going to go into the science behind this glow, but we can give you the facts about why this differs from almost every other collagen out there. And I was previously on a collagen that I took because it was supposed to do what I'm telling you this collagen has done for me. And I just took it, but I never really saw any results. And I know that's often the case with some of my friends that are on a collagen as well. So I would love for Brittany, who has been on this collagen for a short time. I don't know where she is on the screen, but she was here because you, Brittany, okay, unmute yourself there.
Sorry.
Tell us a little bit about your situation right now and what this collagen is doing for you.
So yeah, I've been on it, I guess, almost 3 weeks now. And I just noticed I got some new hair growth in my bangs. It's hard to see, but there's some little baby hairs in there. My first pregnancy, I did have quite a bit of hair loss, just right here. So I'm really excited to see how this collagen is going to help, prevent maybe some of the hair loss and help my hair grow a lot quicker.
So I do have to share, Brittany. So Brittany was a little concerned because she is pregnant right now with her second. So she is just over 7 months pregnant, and she was, should I take this? Is it safe? And I said, it's not only safe, the benefits are outstanding for you and your baby. So she went and did a little bit of looking and research, and she instantly came back to me and she's like, oh my gosh, this is going to be so good for me and my baby. Like, she was like, I'm so excited now to like get that bottle, bust it open and start, drinking it. So I was excited to hear how confident she was in this product for her and her baby. And then when she messaged me less than 3 weeks later, and she said, Sarah, look at what's happening. So she's not losing hair, but she's growing hair during her second pregnancy. So it's just so exciting, Brittany, because like we were talking about, if that's what you're seeing on the outside, can you imagine what it's doing for you guys, you and your baby on the inside, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Awesome. And I realized I forgot to take mine last night. We were out a little bit late, so we might as well. Yeah, sometimes I do it right out of the bottle like Tammy too, but sometimes I do it on my fancy little Portuguese. You're supposed to drink port out of this, but times have changed. I make my collagen out of it.
Now, of course, this collagen, we have this flash sale on right now, and one bottle of collagen is $65 US, but this flash sale allows you to get the face wash, the face cream, a bottle of collagen, and a second bottle for free. And that's a $65 US gift, which I think is incredible. Now, of course, I mentioned that these products are tied to the most incredible income opportunity. And Sarah and I are so grateful that we made the jump to join Trinont, because it really truly feels like we found our place and our family and our community. And the support is second to none. Honestly, it's so good. And it feels like what it used to feel like back in our first company for a very long time before things changed. And we could go on and on about the products. I mean, I've got an award-winning system here that I'm drinking that we can tell you about. No matter what it is that you're looking to support in your health, I'm sure that we can help you. In fact, if there was just one thing that you could change, whether it was sleep, whether it was energy, whether it was relief from pain, whether it's gut issues, we would love for you to drop that in the chat, because we know that there's something that we have that can help you. So drop that in the chat for us while I just share that there's 2 ways to get our products. You can open up a free customer account, and that's great. You could be a customer and you'll be supporting your associate that invited you here today. You can open up an associate account, and there's 2 kinds You can open a free associate account, which is basically the same as a customer account. Even if you just want to stay a customer, the only difference is you will pay less for your products. So for me, that's the only account if you want to be a customer. Because I'm all about saving money. I'm sure many of you would agree. But we also have an associate account where you can use this to get your products at a lower price by referring products that are going to make a difference for you to friends and family. Or maybe you want to do this on a bit of a bigger scale. And when I shared earlier that there's something happening for October only, Sarah, like how huge is this? Right?
It's insane. It's something I have never personally experienced or seen in my 17 years in this industry. I've never seen like I don't even know what the word is to use. They're calling it double dipping, but it's so much more than double dipping. It's the most incredible compensation plan enhancements I have ever laid my eyes on.
It's so good. And that it's enhancements if you're just somebody that wants to sell a couple products, or it's enhancements if you're someone that wants to build a multi-million-dollar business. Like wherever you're at, it's for you. And what we're doing is we have a bonus structure currently in place that's really great. I thought it was the best I ever seen. Now we're changing that on November 1st to another program that's much easier for everybody to achieve. What we're doing for October only is, should you decide to partner with us as an associate in the month of October, you are going to be eligible for both programs. So I don't know how they're going to do this, but they are able to do this. And I am just so grateful to be here right now. So I would love to see everybody, whether it's associate or customer, in on this, on the chance that it is something that you want to take part of, because it is easier than ever to qualify. In fact, Angie, give a wave, Angie PZ, she just joined about 10 days ago and she qualified for this in like her first week. Never been in this industry before. Never been in like a sales type thing. So I know that whether you have experience like Sarah and I, or you're new to this industry like Angie, it's possible for every single one of you. Now, if you want information about that, what we'd love to do is just, throw myself or Sarah into a three-way chat. We can answer any questions in that regard, or we can hop on a private Zoom where you can ask your questions and we can explain how it all works. Because we realize that some of you here are just for the products and to get in on this amazing Glow for It deal. And Sarah, I'll let you wrap it up and explain. We are doing a bit of a draw, and we have a free sample, drink sample for those of you that are here today. So thank you, thank you, thank you.
Awesome. All right. So before I tell you guys about our exciting giveaway, because come on, who doesn't like freebies, right? Do you guys like freebies? Do you like draws? Does everybody like giveaways and things? Okay, good. Thank you. You guys are at the right place. Okay. Phew. Wanted to make sure. We don't want to give things away if you're not excited about it, right? All right. So before I do that, though, there's one other short story I wanted to share with you. And Cheryl, I know you're on here, and I don't know if you're willing to come off camera and share your glow story briefly, but if you are, please come off camera. If you're somewhere where you can't come off camera, she might be in her hot tub. She likes to work. She's an associate on our team. She likes to work and be in her hot tub, and I totally love that she does that. But Cheryl lives here in Canada as well. And she has she's had for many, many years, a lot of issues with her hands. So she has a lot of pain, a lot of discomfort. And especially in the winter, she says she can't shovel her walks. She has a hard time opening jars. Just doing everyday things was a real struggle for Cheryl. She then started on the Glow Collagen because she was seeing all these testimonials of other people having success with it. She thought, again, like Tammy, what do I have to lose? So she started on the Glow Collagen at the beginning of this year, and 3 weeks later, again, for her, it was pretty outstanding, her results. Her and I were meeting up for something, and she's like, Sarah, look it. And she's doing this. And I'm going, what is this? Like, I was like, I don't know what you're doing. Like, you need to explain this. But she was so excited. She's like, Sarah, look, oh my gosh, I can move my hands. And I was like, okay. She's like, I've never been able to do this in the dead of winter. She's like, it was like minus 25 or 30. I don't know. It was cold winter day. And she's like, Sarah, I shoveled my walks. I can open the pickle jar. I can do things. The pain in her hands had decreased and she couldn't even like believe it. So it has been about 9 months now that she has been on the glow. And every time I see my dear friend Cheryl, I say to her, she's literally looks like she's aging backwards. Her skin is smoothing out. She says her, cellulite on her thighs and her, like that area started smoothing out. Her hair, guys, has started growing in darker. People have been asking her if she's dyeing her hair. She is au naturel. This woman, like, no makeup, no hair dye, no nothing. And she literally, every time I see her, looks younger and her skin is glowing. I just had to share that because it just warms my heart. Oh, there she is. She is outside, not in her hot tub though, but she is outside.
Yeah, and I'm in my house coat, so
Good. It's okay.
yes, absolutely. I can move the hands and yeah, I love the glow. It's the best thing that I've ever done.
I love it. And thank you for coming off camera, even in your robe, because it's all good. See, we're allowed to work in our pajamas. Awesome. Thank you, Cheryl. So to wrap things up, we just wanted to first of all thank you guys so very much for taking time out of your Sunday to be with us today, to learn, to get educated. What we would love is in the chat, if you learned anything new today, we would love for you to share that and just let us know what value we brought to you guys this morning or this afternoon. And then if you are deciding, you're like, okay, you know what, like enough is enough. It's time to take care of me. It's time to put myself first. It's time to love me more. Because when you love yourself and put yourself first, you just become a better human to take better care of all the people that you love around you. And so often we do things backwards in this world, right? How many people can say that you've put other people first before yourself? Many, many, many times, right? Yeah. But if you're not putting yourself first, you're not being the best person you can be for your kids, for your grandkids, for your parents, for your spouse, right? For your coworkers, for everybody around you. So I invite you today to really look at that, and not just with this glow package, but just in your life in general, and look at small things that you can do to take better care of yourself every day so that you can live an optimal, beautiful, vibrant life. And we invite you to do that with us here at Trinont, whether you want to join as a customer or free associate customer, as we sometimes call it, or build a business with us. If you decide to make a purchase today, okay, and you decide to jump all in with this bundle, you're going to earn some entries. But you know what? Maybe this bundle isn't for you and you go do some discovering and exploring with other products. Maybe it's some of our, energy boosting drinks. Maybe it's our amazing digestive product, which guys, if you want to come to my Facebook right after this, I'm going to go and do a cool pudding demo that you must see. So if you said gut health or you know anybody, come watch my pudding demo on my Facebook right after. It's going to blow your mind. So whatever it is that you guys need support with, reach out to the person that invited you today, do a little exploring. And for every $50 purchase that you make in the next 24 hours, your name's going to go in for a draw. And we are going to be pulling a winner, and you're going to get a bag of our Nourish meal replacement shake. And the reason we chose this specific product is because it's an easy on-the-go meal. So you're taking better care of yourself. It's got minerals and vitamins and antioxidants and things to help you from the inside out. And it's got a really cool ingredient in it that just happens to kind of bundle nicely with these, because our meal replacement shake has an ingredient that is it's a beauty ingredient. So it actually helps to, improve and add that extra glow to your skin. So with that, we want to thank you so very much. So just to, again, you might want to make a little note of that. You have 24 hours if you want to get your name in for that Nourish meal replacement shake giveaway. Just make sure that you get your order in and you report it to the person that invited you. Let them help you, let them guide you. And we would love to just get glowing with all of you guys and help you just feel your absolute best. So with that, we will give it another moment so you guys can keep writing in the chat, but we thank you so, so much for being here with us today.
Thank you.